Measuring facilitator effectiveness. So here's an 8-dimension survey, quick little survey for measuring facilitator effectiveness. Think about a training session or group meeting that you were part of recently. Did you think it was effective? If so, what role did the facilitator have in attaining this effectiveness? What skills did the facilitator use or fail to use that resulted in the event being successful? The skills of effective facilitation are best identified by looking at what did not work. When a facilitator is effective, it's like an orchestra conductor. Everyone is involved and part of the process so deeply that one might even wonder who is leading the group. A variety of people are contributing by making key points and adding examples. When a facilitator is ineffective, people look bored, minds wander, and few people other than the leader or the facilitator speak. 2 measures of facilitator effectiveness can be found by observing the interactions per hour and the interactions per person that take place during an hour of training. Now, not many people use these metrics, but these metrics matter. Ideally, the total interactions per hour and the interactions per person rates are high. The worst example of facilitation is a lecture where both numbers stay near or at 0. You can also use the above survey at the end of a group event to assess the effectiveness of the facilitator for that event, such as a safety meeting, or a recognition team meeting, or a project team meeting. Each person completes a survey with the facilitator in mind. We summarize the score to give the facilitator useful feedback for performance improvement. As we go through the remainder of the workshop, and especially as you do the exercises, think about those interaction rates. How many different people are talking, and how often are people talking? How often is that tennis ball going back and forth? It's most likely you'll find that good facilitation and meeting effectiveness go hand in hand. And to wrap things up, let's take a quick look at some key ground rules that I have found to be very effective in the meetings I've worked at over the years. First of all, meetings start on time. In fact, that's a meeting defect if they do not. All participants will be on time for the meeting. That's also a defect if someone is late. We always use a time-based agenda. It's a defect if we fail to have an agenda, and it's probably a minor defect if we miss the timing. I'm not as concerned about that as long as we have a time-based roadmap. But we do want to try to stay on topic. We want to monitor our process. And in particular, if we're not achieving the allotted time, what factors caused us to do so? Was it poor estimation when we built the agenda, or did some unexpected side conversations emerge that weren't managed? No texting, emailing, or side conversations. That's a lot easier to enforce than it is to say, but it's necessary. Similarly, don't discount the contributions of others. Be willing to call Elmo. Enough, let's move on. Enough, let's move on. Call Elmo. State your opinion, but do it respectfully. And then seek first to understand, then be understood. Covey's Habit 5. I hope you enjoy your time with the workbook exercises, learning from each other in this workshop, and working in groups as you go forward in life. Stay tuned for Lesson 2. Keep improving.